Ofori-Atta Enko Efama Kumase Online TV, Friends of Ken TV, Enathic TV, Ashafo nyina. Yenu anomi nkremofo, nyankopon enhira mu ye papa. Mwa enede no mo che ya chede yensa kane nyina, yeda mu nyina so ase. Na manitu ase showdown dwumedie die. Se eye holiday o, se nye holiday o. So far as ya sorry na yati ase na techamada abodwem na mojansu widi yemu efusa na nko a na eniema enja se eko ewo my Ghana de eba betina fidie mhanum se ya tutu bi e de ama no wona wo se fatase ya tutu bi ema wo mo ene de echede ewo my Ghana akopie mu ewo ye parliament house abela hodo omde akopie mu wo honum social stories ni ade nyina no ya ba betina fidie mhanum se ya de so mo se atija jumedie nti me hweye papa sorry showdown jumedie nti me hweye papa se over subscribe to the channel ede ama me na eja comment section na se no wo so wo de wadwenche afa honom ede amaye na eniema ekoso wo man Ghana ne de ebusua trust me enye asam ketwa kura ene be obi achese ya no fo ebeso wo mo twiemu a na ye kakrawa eda honom no wo mo chinchim yensa agifri yensem no enye asam ketwa sanse NDC amanyokuo ne ba no wo mo ka che Ghana for say taxes ahodo afaso eni su nyina no eyade a wo mo ba be yidi efri honom so this time amene mo ka say wama sanso e de tax foforo e de aba ye bewura honom na eja ya hwe de ekọ ewo honom sanso ena nyame ya adoma echina ye mamponhene da sebre osebonsu otoso mienu no na eyiye no nyame ya adoma echina ena ehya ase eyade ande no ye betwetwe enkomode yakoso wo mamponi ade nyina no ye nyina no yaso ebetimi atibi nyame ya adoma echina ne kwesiada ene ne Monday so no ye be stream de bekoso wo mampon hene eyase ni nyina no e de ama from morning of Saturday till evening of Monday. To make sure I know say you wouldn't want to miss any updates. And it's make sure say subscribe to the channel. Mama Ken Ofori-Atta so hon sensem ebusia new updates ahodo bi ajasa abobaba ne ade nyina no ye be wura honum nyina na ye nyina no yetumi ehu de ekoso ewo honum hana ATP so ewo hanum si ajasa sensem no ono so de dodo na ebesom ye mama me kɔ ne nkyɛn na me ma na kwa shonko and from bra showdown jimedies so ATP
na ya sewa
bibi aboko de
o se wa ya teacher ti no ma chefo nyina akwa aba teacher jimedies
je say
what Janice ti no won de okay kan
asemo enyanya asam ketwa
nya hwe
na so ye edi eja menya nyame ya adoma menya kremoni bi ma wabra me 2 pounds wa menya 2 pounds bi ntimi nim say ye solution na me ma one na neja Benedict so ne Dennis ma hwe say bia meyi nam ne baako bi e dia hye wo mo nsa
okay Matthias ye ne say ene TZ ni bekoso wo fie ho
bekoso ankasa ATP enya asem ketwa
me ya na ya se mini nkremofo adamfo
me de mi wo bi na me ankasa onim se me kremoni
mami nkremo mami mora kakre
happy Eid Mubarak
eno kwa na atimi kan
barika di sala barika de she na me ye jam say ATP men cows and be chia mafunse mu kroma
ampa me amehwe de wi awano asima yi ne nko ade a ala obi aboa
ne kremoni na oni me kremodi
dabi
yes only jumedi ni so ameka akere
Mustafa Yakubu ada
say ja me papa de shaibu enti ya frame shaibu wa
okay
enti me kremodi na na ndeme bie so
e de akere no
enti wo hia me de a na shaibu wa mia mini
no okay
na ATP
na ya sewa
nyame adoma echina na mampon hene da sebre osebons wotosu mienu na eyi ne koso
ai na dot ye na ekoso wa asante mampon ai kontonchi de hye konkono ai enanwumre ai mejinem na atin se ehyehyeye na omaye no good se enanwumre yi bobe from 7 ekona de ye na wanya ne baby ko beye no asase so no mo beyi ni ho mo betwa ho foni
okay
ewo ye ahimfie ho nom de a kire wo bibia nti no timamufo arasa asante man de hye asante mampon de hye nyina betima ko na wo matimi akwa ye de akwa hwe bi nyampe china so hye na wo honom no emu odin bofo krokratin se aswafofo mpanifo wa asante mampom ba be bompaya ba bibie mu ne so na asante mamponfo eho de ha na ma ba bie ni nyina kama
so wo kra de mampon honom na wo firi
me ho na ye wo me tete me ho na me ko school primary GHS
can I just say o be nana
me main is ye kadia on se ehonom no me maame ye asonani anya so na edi akunya wo honom but ye kono ya asante ye kana ya asate be kwai asumnya dia mitimi di ohima ma ne ye
ya tija
ai na ya sewa
atija nkasa because besi ati ayire ATV and mama na kwa bashonko de aba showdown jumedie ne so we de me se momre no moma yenko ne pak me sha ase ne ma me fa ken Ofori-Atta and Fanchasie, wono ene ye former finance minister. Sabrantie na mrebi etwem na timemufo Ghana fo nyina. Yesu yedede esre na narodan kwakufu ado se abrantie ye nitiri we square yi said ye wosifa handle o man Ghana yesika sem ho no ye ni enje ho wonyi ne to akunya mfafiri ho no webusua ye kan ye ne former MP de Masubin constituency Eugene Boache ne ho abatan Ken Ofori-Atta nkwa ye dede yesa na narodan kwakufu ado ne kazen no nti bra na ye ndie ye ni abedi ani ye kasa no na narodan kwakufu ado show boy ye former president na onte Ghana for ye case kra aka barely 6 months to election and san or the Bible and say finally obetime yi Ken Ofori-Atta e de ne free honom na ye yi Ken Ofori-Atta free honom Nati memufo so yede yokokromoti koto aba December 7th 2024 Eco team Edemice Excellency John Dramani Mahama manebe mampeni ewo man Ghana no oba ye in fact obo edwuma ye papa na ade ba ko a NDC amanyokuo no bosha wo mo share Ghana fo a wo mo ediso ene se wo nipa da sani biara wadi Ghana fo sika woni pada sani biara wonya appointment as chese sika ye de share nsa edwuma ye de share nsa so wonye no sa nipa na anye ne ye nya de omde ne ho be spare no I think be 2 weeks ni obi te se chema wudumi mo be ho adanse ye se wa trendy ye papa ye yi ne last Monday kra de busua na chema wudumi ampa se de se bi obi a wenya stroke ba nyame ne ye da na se but enu krechi no menya ne tie se onde ne ho sa e ade obekọ beba Nansu eba Ken Ofori-Atta yabusia sa papa we mom de minim se ade se bia na me ne ha na ATP ye boye pa na ye kopiem wo US ni ya ye koche no e de ne ba esanse special prosecutor kisi ejabe wachi abrantie ya twe na bushia wonye ready so opportunity in January ena kisi ejabe ebe declare Ken Ofori-Atta fugitive or declare no wanted ena Ken Ofori-Atta se wontia se nientia won janin free wo my Ghana na special prosecutor kisi ejabe we declare no wanted eno nti no the assembly kura kopie mu okota ebusia I think 27th or the 28th of this month ya ena sa case e wo court no wo mo beka ho ansem ye nya ne ntie se eyade a Ken Ofori-Atta ne ho emfa no ahoden no eni honom se no nti no wontumi embepie mu ewo oman Ghana na ne nyina chire no ye sanka ne lawyers mbom no wo mo ne kisi ejabi nkohia na ka bia de wo ho no mboni a wedi ni ade nyina no wo mo nto ne nkramfa mframem na yade a wo beti na no ye bia no wo de amane na kisi se debi se kan framem course ye nko ade a anka ye fra wo dadaada ke ye no watwetwe nkoma awie ye hia one on one tenase na mentena se charges a ye di bo nie ye ani nyina no fema ye no su oh we de kwata on the 2nd of June beba be piemu e wo man Ghana emsia June 2nd, yes, she knew second Ofori-Atta bebo, so bebo, sabre yamenboka say, Ken Ofori-Atta, one ma. Nenu no koka check is ya ben sem. And yadia will bet to me a besan says so na no fano, no yena basa, or shadiano pass the running stomach beach, no, I said the Nakuma bono, as one and take a cran and 9 hours so was tell you saying ye papa, and come my chichia crona wohonomro, woman yen zoom, and the old far phone na me suma family na ndie mabọ me password na me dia shem na ndie me the phone ejira ho de say de video call no na ndie question no bisam ya na me yi ano na special prosecutor say na sabrantie ya your friend Ken Ofori-Atta ni how pan sabrantie kame akwa ese de webubu banjindua bidio gu na sum abrantie ya so dem papa enti wo bi a wo ka kire me se me ma wo lawyers ngire mu ma me se de bi mi hia wankasa mu de to sum yenu wo ka kire me se me ma up to June 2nd mama up to June 2nd from January ebe si June 2nd so na wo nto are wo ye de papa wa won che so mro so wa won she dan ye ni papa bia ene nkrofo kra na wo mudi mu nkrofo kra wo me ye papa se wo we de kise ja bensam na mi ko wo se nkrofo wo mudi mu ese wo Ken Ofori-Atta mpo no ya chi wo mo de aba ho Ashanti regional chairman kra no wa fa ni wendi how much more wo Ken Ofori-Atta ene ndi abusua trust me enya asem keso ne kise ja ben wa tutu bi e de amane eye Ken Ofori-Atta minim se Ken Ofori-Atta so obebo se Ken Ofori-Atta mbo sisi a fugitive any wanted na genuine honom obe declare eye Ken Ofori-Atta ekopie mu court no kisie ya benso wono enya de oba beje manakada nti still na we declare eye Ken Ofori-Atta wanted na ebusia ensema je se wodi tu dwa no enya asem ketua but me na sa asem we makapense kisie jabe na woso edey oye di obetumi aye bia ne mre so anu wo kọ ankwa no ma no sa brante ne me ne de message so aka nende e wo show dan dwumedie so say sa brante no olaki moral sankasa says Excellency John Dramani Mahama e wo nipa fofra wo kire so a wonyi sa brante ni fensi nchen e so said the hypocrisy hypocrisy da just say edua brante ni mu ne buhia e ya do sododo me hu ne say nya atwumsu bi ase wo try aso wo beye bibia just say e be ma ye man pani Excellency John Dramani Mahama be hu ne say wo bo adwuma ne ade so buhia enko wonye sheshesheshesheshe abrantie ye de ne bas won be ye special prosecutor wo krom ha aponchimpo wontumi retrieving from Ghana for aboa ponchimpo yensan to me kai so I still do not know why Ghana for years so ne so wo bia watumi abeka che so on why ankwa no ma wo ye de obetumi aye nem de so anu wo kwa why are we still entertaining someone like this kami akwa ye se jumanas wo be ye se juma no onye first ne ye kan ye si oh na redan ko gufa de ne de ne ba ye nti na MPP aban wo so no wantumi anyo wantumi anchi obia na sisi ami bisa NDC aban na wo so ebuhia how far kisie jabi special prosecutor NDC aban ene wosu how far na wo bia no ye finance minister wo krom hanum se ya wo Ghana fom wo ma Ghana for ya shiri sike buhia nya asem ketwa na wo friend January wo ma we excuse February excuse March April May June wo gu so ne so na afiansa na wo be declare ne wanted ebuhia video no ho no ma na chese kisie jabe wo kasa wo tutu bi dia ma ne special Ken Ofori-Atta say wonye nipa bia na anko de nipa be na wo nyare ni ade nyina e wo ho no ma me hye so be ka me ho no yakọ na yakọ akotie ensema kisi ejabe a wo no special prosecutor wo de tu dwa no emra sesia
and time chasing after ghosts. In this sense, when the person has not represented to you by any medical report or opinion that he is so unwell that he cannot travel, he is so unwell that he cannot come to the jurisdiction, you do not go wasting your time verifying. For the law enforcement agency, it tells us that he's being untruthful. And that is the reason why we've been at him since January, because we do not believe what he's saying. You get it? And it is not for us, the law enforcement agency, the prosecutorial investigative authority, to establish his medical condition. For us, what the law requires us to do is, if we're investigating suspected corruption and corruption-related offenses, and you are a suspect, we bring you in. When we find you, then we assess your situation to see if you should even go through such a process, if you should even stand a trial by reason of your medical condition. Look, even persons who have been convicted and imprisoned, when they fall so unwell, and they taken to the hospital. And that's why I said in P earlier that but the person has to show you that he is really so unwell that he cannot travel. And there are two things. As I'm standing here, you do not know my ailment. As you are sitting there, there may be some ailment which afflicts you which I do not know. But merely by looking at you, I cannot tell that, oh, you are suffering from this or that or that. What tells us is what I told the first gentleman, a medical report. He's not the only one who's been in the US. He's not the only one who's been to medical facilities in the US. When the US medical facilities are communicating with law enforcement, we know the form in which they come. A hospital administrator goes through a tedious process of detailed analysis of his condition to come to a conclusion that he is unfit to travel, and so he shouldn't be made to travel. That is when the law enforcement agency considers things like the MLA processes, but not on your say-so, not by way of a biopsy report. Once again, a biopsy report in street language, it is merely like a lab test. That shows you have a certain condition. So in his context, since it's indicated that it says he has cancer, it will be a removal of some tissue or fluid to test whether the tissues put in the cassette indicate cancerous cells. It doesn't mean that he's dying tomorrow, God forbid. It doesn't mean that he is so unwell that he can't travel. You know how many people are walking around with cancerous ailments, but they still show up at police stations and law enforcement agencies? So I asked the very first questioner, what is so special about Mr. Ofori-Atta that he thinks that he can lie on his bed somewhere and say on his say-so without any evidence that I'm unwell, I can't show up? Conclusion, he won't come voluntarily. And so we end this process of accommodating him and put him back on the wanted list. On this, I would also want to ask you a question. Is this the first time that someone in our country has been declared wanted? Is it? All the persons previously declared wanted before him, were they human? Or they were not human? He is the only human. There's nothing special about this. That is all I'm pointing at. There's nothing special. There's nothing secretive or esoteric about it. It is just a simple legal process. Law enforcement agency wants you, you show up. If you see the gentleman standing by you, if he comes to you to say that you are under arrest, and you do not go quietly with him, what will happen? He will enforce it. If he doesn't reduce the length of one of your your legs and hauls you along with him. That's all I'm saying. There's no choice about you responding to criminal law enforcement. See, this video conferencing. This is not a civil inquiry. This is not a taking of a deposition in some matter before which we are filing before a court or not. Mind you, we are still in the investigative stage. We haven't filed yet. So everything now is under the purview of the OSP. You get it? Before we go to court, if the court says some emissaries should be taken there to question him under the largesse of whichever authority in whatever jurisdiction he may be found, that's fine. But for us doing investigations, we need to find our criminal suspects. We cannot just sit here and treat things like you are the same person who would turn around and say, We are treating some harshly, and we are sugarcoating others. For as far as we are concerned, Mr. Ofori-Atta is not special. I will repeat. We investigated a former president. Have you forgotten? On 8 August 2024, I came right in this room and made told Ghanaians our conclusions and our findings. A former president. He was served with the same processes. He showed up. I'll repeat again. Much less a finance minister, a former finance minister. The OSP stands for this. We do not regard persons. We do not regard titles. We do not regard your station in life. Everyone is the same to us. As we have set the precedent of investigating a former president, no one is beyond our purview. Everyone is fair game if we think you are a suspect in a criminal inquiry.
Fama ye Ghana webeja womu na womu chaye ena Kumasi Online TV, Friends of Ken TV, Enathik TV yeso yenye biebusia yede asomono na mamenka no kredo hu kisie jabe yankasa no onze na meka chem se aka yankwa no onze na meka sa abrantie no ase hypocrisy subi ewonimu ni peya wo chi ni peyi omu ni peyi onfa wonya hwe ni peya ma wate ase se wo mma because obi enani abede se wo hwehwe no wo beba na nye fias wo beka cho se fa phone na frame wo zoom enye fiansa no wo ba beka cho se wo ne me lawyer se nkoda munkohia. The person is not ready to meet you. It's you as the special prosecutor. What are you supposed to do? Minim nenti abrante yas wo so ken Ofori-Atta show se wo ye na mahama a maintain no se wo ye ne yakasa abrante yo bo adwuma me se obeye special prosecutor wo bi nkyere me aponche ba akwa abrante watumi akyede amagala for that. Den papa ben pa na abrante watumi aye na kwabrane would a lot of way say abrante yabagana ka abrante or PDS scandal na just say enyema bebre no ye involve now person to na no abrante enya ready so beba and one say na ya meti hey wa fa phone wa frɛ me wo say na ye Ken Ofori-Atta ma twena on person beba tibisiraw me book di ama wo flight no bibia hotel bebi abede nyina kwana ko fa na bra me kwa me fa na ba me kwa me de ne beba na ba wa be ye wonim se wa na se bi abusha mo fa ncha bi wo yi ba ku di afiri wo ba asem no kure ne ye ntu sabi asem no kure no ye ntu sabi me de asem akọ abusha ba sa ka bi o me sim His Excellency John Dramani Mahama abrante ya ye Fred Kisie Jabe ya aka ankwa no me wo de timemufo adwindi agro opese wo ya na wo ka se o abrante yo obo adwuma so ye hu no ye hu no ye no ba ete yini free honum na panipa nyansa ne adwen wo honum a wa ye ready se onipa da sani biara wo bo man ga na ka bia no wo be grabe no nanka sabre ye omanga na ye ni foreign affairs minister what you phone wa friend o se da bia abrante ase ya twena o de yade ye kata so onye ready so beba nti yesra woni kotifo a wo mu US woni wo mo nka foreign affairs minister wo ho no mo ne nka mo hyehye kwan bia mo befa so a mo de ne beba bia na mo de naba one wo ka se document a wo mo de ma no ayet se lab test nti why you still sitting on it? Wo ye Ghana for krokro de John na said den ana wo ditibemu for ya adwi ne di agro masa ye bebi a ye duru sisi a ye ni abidi o timemu for bebi a ye duru sabre no enye kataso momu aso asem o de wafom bia no agrabe no this same Kisie Jabe ena maami ya ye kwa sisili abada pa ye kwachu sika woni fie wo beka kire ye nse ne ho son na account ni ade ofrizi ye nyina no wo de na ade ma no this same Kisie Jabe ye nde NDC amanyo ko ne ba power was sa advocate no mo besan so akono ma kwa kobie na I don't know say MPP time no be stopping say man nye na dwuma o say no so MPP for na de ne ba ye ntina na wo hu say de wonchi wo mu o we nyina busua ye koya na say ye bai ye koye anase ye ba Excellency John Dramani Mahama me dem yadawo me check style bi me srawo manefa na adwuma nto ho na fa nipa wa ye ready so obesom oman no nipa wa ye ready say onipa da sani bia wa ma oman ga na boka bia no obe make sure so obe retrieve e de amaye no fa sa nipa no betena ho na trust me say ko oman ga na be ye de keke ankwa no ma papa ankwa no mai you are a hypocrite wo ye nya atshoma nka senye de ehie nie aponche kura ntumi nche ne ma ye ne salafo ene nkremofo wo mu di sala kura no ene nentwie kura no wo ma nya bi nti wachi bi na ene ye hu so wachi bi o man ni mu ye sika ne ade kai ye bo ye na watri vi didi ama ye ya akye no me koton ponche a anko sika wo man ni mu wo ma man ni mu aye din sei na kwa brade ba ko peba wo ba bruka de egu ho no mo wi amfo obi ya ho yes ma abai na aba Ebusha na ya sale ya mampeni akasa na nsema ya mampeni di atudwa no enya asem ketwa making kind Ofori-Atta messenger His Excellency John Dramani Mahama edeba ye no ediamam we dey free presidency communications ankasa I say let's use the celebration to strengthen our bonds of brotherhood and a commitment to work together to build the Ghana we want. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana. Wasi yenina yenka yehumbom celebration ni enuanom ni adofonom yenka yehumbom ni yensho se yebema oman Ghana. Afan ntuma pefra and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama message de mu odankasa na so kisie ja bendia wonye na adwen so be Ghana for yaka ye ho abom abrante ni ye ready nti wo message ye bia no onye hu yam srew fa bi send ne mame ye pe u de kwata Monday wo ma ye hu de ekọ wa ma ye hu de ekọ ne de kede demonstration ne ye ne de hu begimbi Kiyenyi na ye be organize demonstration wo krom hanu se no wesi fom. Kiyenyi na ye be organize demonstration mu ode wonsi fom. Esan se message de kama. Let's use this celebration to strengthen our bonds. Ye bond na mu aye ha no ye strengthen ye memu nyeden ye memu nyedru. De ye hwehwe to build a better Ghana. Now, so be a resetting. Yenny ever born who are resetting Ghana. Ebusia sabe ya menemoka saying Dr. Frank Amwakohene and the Ashanti Regional Minister, the youngest minister ever. In fact, on Subejuma. Wo bejuma papa. Na nedie Ejabata Kario se jalabia nena nyasam ketwa. Wono shwa rene jalabia pa na okopiem fire service for akache. Neja wo mede nsakobo nsem na okowishi wono mo ho no nyina happy Eid Mubarak yanko na yanko hwesa video nso emra sisia but in fact minister wo bo adwuma nkasa wo bo adwuma wo share me MC amebacha fa video ne to so mame wo share said ye minister wa re ne white pa na wo sie free ne ka mu kama na ya salute no na TV ye minister ni o ye minister youngest minister ever wo chia and ya na just a lady wo di ankasa mi se mi sole dwumadi ehua mi kopiem wo ne nchen na na mi kopiem wo honom na eja di amafo de bre no wo di bia amame ya wo kase yo no ani why yes ya to na free ya to na free space why so be ya to the free space wa secretary mbom ana oko arab oko arab ba ye nche ya na
bia na fuyin so de sisi as de fuyin
po na o bada be ya wo fast adue ma
ya se wa de ya na fu
na o bada be ya na fu adue
eskafu
oh wo sali a di ala jona we fu ya na shares eskafu ya but minister ya kama
wa kama na
fu ba yan kan no in fact minister no obejuma
and I make us say e be ya den dia ma Asante region bia Nyankopon bo a 2028 cause niema na wo ye na no odi
when me hu ni video bi na akwan ahodra chese wo gyina ne naso a wo hwe se wo mo be fix sa roads na enye ni nyina no mampon kwan. In fact mame ami monsem from mano me bo nsem mano yeti kroma na MPP fo wo mo ko yi akokra de ma yen yo
na onse
akokra de dia no se no odi nhia
onse ba na NDC a afiwe yo ho ma respect
kala se ma ATP wo betutu bi dia ma o kaye ma me no ma wo mo ton wade wo kejetie yi na wo ba oyire pa no mahu no mu bechie wa na papa yi asoli chida hono me de nsa benku me chire wo me say they should get out me see na munim se mire be so se Ghana fo ye de ye kokro beti be kwa kwato aba na na so Dr. Frank mo akohene ATP metene so na ma so
eno no ya de amede bojo mahama abaso e wo sa de waye no ye hwe youth na wo yi wo mo na ye nhwe sami jamfi ye wo de no call gold board wo edwuma edwuma me say already negative 0
kaka na nipa me mini nipa so ye Sam George but ebusuya no de ene ye silent no me do no na to nche nyame adoma Monday mini be hia Sam George on the Monday nyame adoma mini be hia but in fact Dr. Frank Amoakohene ubuejuma ye papa na ebusuya megusua kai mo se mampohene da sebre osai bonsu a otosumienu na eyie no nyame ya adoma echina ena ehyasie enche kra ye bekwa ahoma ne so na yakwa kodi enkomo ewo honom de ekoso ewo honom nyina no ye bepia kwesi opon ede atomfra memu na eja wa kire ye sede ne atmosphere ne tie sede weather ne tie wo honom enipa dodo sei na wo mu wa around ye nhihye no kwase na minim se nyame adoma echina so de ebeye market center nkasa edi ama ye ma menum ni bi dodo na hola wo mu benya wo mu kakrawa edi egu wo mu botem kwesi upon
Minyama
Happy Eid Mubarak
papa me na wo se ye de se ye ni abri enji ye ya akwa na medie
bibi abako wo ho de
ye ni abre o mampo anti na America se edi na ye die no kra no eyie kase a we ye ni munti am ye ntumi ni bi demum ma happy Eid Mubarak ma ye wi anu nkremofo nyina
wo mu nyina je oso to say wo honom eye na hyase nyame ya adoma china right
yes eye no dot ye asante mampo yewura da so bro se buntu to so mienu ona nakwa akura ne ye hwe nanim se wo beba
okay
na ne nyina no ebe hyase anyimre
okay
me fancy free be no numu ye okoye ebe fancy bibia hyase ano akonfo no beba na wo ma bedi wo duma ma de achen na fi ni akabia atwaso unse nananom amamra ni amane se ni yesiye no no hyase anyimre ya ebusuafo wo de ombeye ni nananom beye
okay
alsana edom asase aba abehwe yewura da se go se buntu ani achi atwato
nde no
yes if you say one to two nyoma na nwumre ya wo kina no dom dodo no eba no wo ho be kire opa nti bibia hyase nwumre
okay
na beba ahefie nwumre na afiade atia ne ewo ho bia no ato aso
okay mesho ye papa so say program outline obi wo hono ma ebia wonim de ebekoso 3 days ya chese di yenim ti mesho say wodi ye be rewrewra 3 days de ebekoso de ade nyina no e de amayen
se ye chire no mu ana ye ka nyina ne se yewra da so go se bonsu wo abusua wo firi mu
okay
eye botasi bretu abusua wa asante mampo na sani America cho say nwumre ena yede ne beto ni ade nyina no abusuafoɔ no ene ɔbaa kunafoɔ no nyinaa no wɔ nneɛma bi a efiri anwummere yi adeɛ bɛkyɛ ɔkyena no amammerɛ ne amanneɛ kwa so nea ɛsɛ wɔnom yɛ biara no wɔn bɛkɔ na wɔn akɔyɛ ɛno ne maa meka kyerɛ sɛ anwummere dwumadie no pii ɛbɛhyɛ aseɛ ansa koraa na adeɛ akye na adeɛ akye nyame yɛ adom a memenda ɛyɛ dwuw ne dɛ ɛtɔ so 7 na anɔpa 4 am sɛ na meka na kɔmfoɔ no bɛkɔ so agyina mu na mmom atitiri a wɔn mo ba sɛnea wɔn ahyehyɛ no political parties diplomats any other dignitaries any the general public nyame yɛ adom a memenda ɔkyena no obiara bɛtumi aba na wabɛhwɛ n'ani akyi atwa toɔ na afei ayie no ne ɛkɔ so nyinaa so wɔn abɛka ho ne ayɛ yɛkɔ kwasiada no a National House of Chiefs, Regional House of Chiefs, religious bodies, university community associations, and tertiary institutions, second cycle institutions, and the general public, you know. Sunday, you know, obiabi to me aba.
Okay.
Na fe edwada no, ena yewura na tetu. Otufo nyamekese. Asante hene Ghana mampanyin John Dramani Mahama afei abamu mpanyinfo government official ene amahema ne ahemfo no mu a wo mu asante mamu ha na de saa dwada no ena obia epie aba enti dwada no de kyese akoye ebe festival
Hello, question upon.
Me wa ha.
Okay, meba cho meet you.
Enti edwada no de ena me de ama won na ta edwada no ena yewura osetu obetwen astrese ye de eye tatemampo hene ebekọ akokura no mampo aba ba ha no ma ye se ba bi ban mu ho ene de yewura da se bo se bo se akoto eye nyame ya adom a edwada no enumre eno ene de nananom committee a wonum hwe yi no amiate.
Okay. Na location ebia obi pese wo ba ho no but onim bebi a ye no ekoso ho no wetin location ato dwade amaye.
Ofri Kumase, ofri Nkran. Ghana bebi a ofri ba se ofri north ena eba Asante Mampong enye yira kwan. Ene abefo kwa so fa gogo ma afukwa na agbo a Asante Mampong. Bebi afri bebi a no etimi ma location ma aba. Ewo Kumase ena wutie ya obetumi afatafo aba. About 59.5 kilometers. Na wadu Mampong. Obetumi akofa eye edoso afijase na wababisi eye Asante Mampong.
Okay.
Enti udru Mampong ahimfie eho ena eyie ni nyina enkoso ebenfo aya hihye ya yemfa ne se uye VVIP bi na aba ya obazi ya no pakọ car.
Okay.
Wode ku na mo ba mo de bus bi ne ba ya emi obazi amobekọ oye ankra also wode wo car ena ba obazi a ebeche wa ma wo to atumi akro baby adu beko bia no there's a starter available se e was upate car ni gina o de wo nke so be nante na ye sa to awo so a starter no e do be ba hiwo na waba eyi no ato.
Okay, na mini abema na adeton bekoso e wo honom se de da ne da nyina no wo ye na kwesi ada so asode e bekoso ana se programs e bekoso ho nyina no wo meputin on hold.
Bia ba ko na di adisco no de mrabi ya na no se bia adon ma we mi so ma you see in who one more I just say will be a oton aduane oton nsuo Adeɛ bi a mefa so ɔmo mo tɔ duro nso bi yare ɔbɛkɔ akɔpɛ duro ane adeɛ a yɛbɛtwa yano biara no baabi a ɔkɔpɛ tɛnɛnɛ ɔmo kɔ ɔmo no nsakɛsɛ ɔmo yɛkɛ ka ɔmo yano ɔmo ma fɛn sɛ wɔn bɛtumi ayɛ adwuma saa da ne mu mebi a woyɛ saloon barber shop wotɔn hardware ɛne adeɛ bi a wɔsɛ dɛ anyɛ essential saa da no a no mpɛsɛ obedie o store a bɛyɛ adwuma amanfo no bi a wɔn tontɔn ayie no ho nneɛma bi deɛ wɔn nso so tumi de ba hɔ na ɛmo na bɛtɔn wɔn ɛne hyɛ na wɔn ayɛ wɔn ɛsɛ abɔ sisi.
Okay, na question upon preparation ewo Asante Mampong etisen.
So far, canopy se what you bo e wa ni fi ho nyina no wo mo canopy no. Asata no pa e beki awia no. Na atwe human nkuti bi a wo mo eye especially baby a ye den na no beto no. Me ba say baby kakra so no mo gugu tar bi e wo ho. Eno so no pa no na wo mo gustu a wo mo ye ta bia na kakra no. Baby sure telecommunication companies living from Aba. I want to best that you will be a little so much as a woman to make me. He said, not online network into what would be and your mom saying that and Cofovenia a very strong network. And I think will be a bit Nanum Edwin. Yeah.
Okay. Question upon yenim say a year be a color na south adi obi atumi share a red and black. We ya koye da sibre a ye. Obi abetumi ahye tuntum ene kokko de aba hono ma na say wo mo particular dress code da obi ebe wo so wo hye.
Nananom no committee no after me dey about them. We say please tell me about the book. The Cordian cat one more Chester will be the Bebaho, and in Couchum Yen Star, one more epipa, you don't want anything to and for Emma one. Would you also turn Chaya? A mamma, my dear Pastor, Nana, and young boy could idea. What Dahono will be shower here at a time upon it. Engineer who call in any year would fair with yellow. We have one is of the back. That's what able to a moon one. Yes, I did not prepare. Na emwa na mamrani amane enkoso na enyefe. Maso ma dear, I go share one begrebe nyina no. Omo sese ni nyina no kefon te kakra. Ebra wa ye wa wi se oko emu no no. Saa de omani nyina oso enti. Nti kakra wonu mo twese enkopo ebebra. Ebra wo mo ko emu no ene saadien ntum wo na nan mu a amamani amane wuyi mpaboa ene ne eka ho no ni nyina no wonhwe na yemi so sa apete.
Okay, kwesi upon meda wasiye papa se wajebre ene yen atwetwe enkomo me de me sorry dwumade issue a na
manufa we so na yeta we bi dia wo dwen ho se ambosem so na ekistoi. Committee na me have to say one more after Bambo for the pa.
Okay.
Me and me young could be baby or yeah, you might want to push it for the do no eba no for that. More than 100 na o man so o mo o fiti o baby on beda. I dey ama wo nti will be a walk by walk day ho na nfi ya na so anyo mani nyina no. Onya aroshimu se enkoso na ensi. Amamra ni amane fa so sa tuma po problem mu a wo beti bone a wo se na nanom na du nsuo num tumi bi pa ye wo nsuo bi e wo krum anom a ofen ni ti kaka tema mpone da ofen nsuo no a ye ka ni ti ofen so ye oba ofen abena
okay
amamra ni abakosem o makram ya tene se wudi bone wa santema po problem mu o fa ba bi a ofen ti no edanko a ye bechewo.
Okay.
Enti who baha in through to be your bonnet.
Okay.
udi bone no okofa ofenti ho pe e ho so na dodo no efa ba enti we de ya ye be show mu
okay
nti ano ye abakosem kakra eda ho oba problem a busa se tadia kosi won so oye be ma kuri wona ebukuri ho ban kwani asanyina won so mo mpe bone unya sikuro nim na sikuro nim be bone a emfa sikuro mu ase basa entensi fenkofo ko abonten ene saa nyoma no debi ebi enya de etimi koso ha kope nie wo shemu a wo ye bia na ye no
okay
enti bambo sem de amamre ni amanye kwaso abakosem ho ene eye enistro posifo dwumedi ombedi de everything is on course high regional command enti regional commander one any divisional commander no bi oka ho bia no wo mo e de bambo sem egwakwam papa.
Okay, and question upon me sorry Jumedi esu na chese mi di mini echrem e wo asante mampon ti ede ya ye be hia
o baby young
na me banka sa mi ginemu
Mr. Anya what can I say
mate she me ni menumre ya
ye say twediampon we won pe bosha obesha wini so twediampon won pe nti o ma kan ye
oh meba Jimmy di meba me dru ya na chese me ti wa humemu ankasa
Dabi amanu timu a weekend ye wo do timu anga me nya repair amane ye
Etori asho mani macha 8 o'clock na me dru honum why
Mate
Ebusiafo eye kwesi opon a chese wo asante mampon na chese de ekoso e wa asante mampon nyina no wa chirechire ye mu ama ye nyina no yetumi enyemu ntiase na chese doti ye ne de eye ne de ya mene mo kasei e na sha ase nti mu a mo pese mo kohwe eye dasebre osebonsu otosu mienu ni mu no na kosi nyame ya adoma achina no mo tumi akwa akoshe na wa mayati ase so se oda ho no yenya emfa no enya nkosie no ne de mame nka ne sa se de be ye obi abeti ase yenya enkosie ne de he is still the king anase ogusua eyo hene edema asante mampo inti se opese okona akoshe ni mu na se de wo ko nenima wo besifa address no the same way that was address enkosha so pass so bubia fa ngwango kire ye na da bi enkochi wani ase pencil in free koti mbese nkwa na afo da bi enkwari slippers na wo na chi nkogina ye na namu hu emfa gami nkosha wanu menwe ne tata da bi me bacho sedie otiase anka wo be ko nanim no the same way na abeko yesinka ne atade ye kama betumi ahye atade tuntum asomade akakraka ebidie senka atai mesremo ye na nanim na woko sedie wotiase wudi buo ne be ma no saa pepepe mo amosode amosha atade na mahwene ani ade nyina adro wo mesremo ye mbe soso saade ne so na kosidwada nti mbefa ansa na abekọ ade agese bia wo kogina kwanche beebi ni watu ani ahwe bi base wo bekọ da sebro se ebosuni mu ne ho di a ho ne de ehia me wo chena nko wa ma eyi da sebre ko ni anya ne ntanta be ho na we mu ni na agese epeja ni mu debi wo dress ya dress kama ansa na betumi akoni mu no a wakoni mu ATP I think say kwesi opon wa cheche de ebe ko so wo krom ho no nyina e de amaye
I will come fantiana wo krom ho
ya semu fantifo de ya hadwuyo
na ya sewa
I think say wo be ko ndo wo be di bechi na say wo be ko ba o chena
sesesi akra na betutu a medi wachi
oh medi acha 8 o'clock na medu ho
no problem
the ebe so jumedi so 4 o'clock intino by 4:35 die na mesim se me ka na me de ba ye intino
mini enye na kam ni so wo ka na de bia ma me fa form sa no
se car no yentam fam sisi ano ya tu yesi dum so levi ya tu for yeso koto 1 liter bia 1% nti no se wota twitwi ne saa ne de sister abebo nti ba we ne de akoye ahemfo ohini mu an da fom ne de sister Matias nti no me car ne black one me car hi tiro see you mbacho michiao yeso dwumedi yeso na mitu akwa Matias na etibi what the Mustafa Gbandiaka nka me so dwumedi yeso na eja me twa me ho na me pa no members ewuram na so asema Mustafa Gbandiaka no me dwe ho amentiase
okay what is it
Mustafa Gbandi say finance minister ya twena ombe so bebe wo boa wo chini mu tan wo beba wo se chema wontumi a wo mu chini wo mu nyanja no kra ene wo chini mu tan a na wo twi bia no baba kopie mu yo office 3 times enye no nko a wo se Kofi Dwuma a wo beka kire Ghana fo se na asew konofo ne na adodan ko ogufado no obi antumi nchi ne wokroma no wo so wo no wo boa ye beche no
eba na eyo
we obi besie this is a tip on the iceberg what chini mutai wo mo besa grabe no na wo mo grabe na sisi ano ono so ye na ho mfa no wo de ye nya grabe wo na wo kɔ na make sure say wunduo ni ade nyina wo de kɔ because wo ye ma wo bi amfa eduo ni mfa mbrɛ wo
eno no
eduo no benum wo cells ho no just say de Mustafa Gbandi abusua nani asifa bidi a wo kasa no enya sam ketwa video no wo ho no ma mehye so be ka me ho no yakɔ na yakɔ akotie ne nsɛm no abasisia
Edubu ahe wo court Professor Christopher
Sky 3 no yeah
wo court
yes
won't me I'm told next week
but since say I will report 3 times a week na the bone cry wie you no who can say apeti the explosive and a cool croford sa car da nya accident yes during transition
now say ya me no ka say no mo puti former finance minister on red alert
obeko court so
ase e kire do ebeko so ache
ye wie you me say Ghana for fees wo mabra obeka kire yen na di nti on muto abama yen Atichi into Roboto Abamayo.
So, why ready some of punish you when we are sick. And you punish you, you bet you would be Bonia. Yes, would be Bonia, you bet you. Yan Chin, hey, near Wamayo Krumha. Captain Bodibit Kofi Juma. Unya Kofi, Master Kofi Juma, Tikumasi. Or no crowd, you may cut the bonnet trewa. You will be shocked. Now, or what to me to make us say. Na Senate President Akufo-Addo obi antimi nya nefe o pon kosoma fom se so yare obanum aduro a police station pe wetimi car ye tono $90,000 ye di ama we yusu ukwa what auction ama ho 40,000 what kind of reasoning is this 40,000
yes
40,000
Kofi Juma yes
there be some now can tobo Mustafa
Bebo
carry $90,000
me na mkatreo
and a auction man ho
me na mkatreo yes last week police for the koya odwane firifie ana omotimi age card ba ko e di aba glass factory Kumase babia Gihok oh what say nyina Kofi Juma. These are the kind of characters who had the effrontery to sit on radio and say, who free give or call demonstration. At that time, what law was in force? At that time, what law was in force? Captain Nemani Diabebe, where we are politicians now, we car. You will be dealt with President Mahama, including all of us. Mitihui, Mikodi Bonia, Captain, Echaman Kabi Mame. Because my NDC me be and police station be because I have been given a role to work. I haven't given a role to steal. Anybody that has stolen money under MPP, you can be President Akufo-Addo It's not ending today. It's a mandate that must be in full-fledged. It's a mandate that must be done in good faith on behalf of the people of Ghana. No amount of intimidation, no amount of demonstration will stop it. So the MPP should be ready. Now, stakeholder engagement to rebuild your party. Captain, that matter cry you can say investigate here. You bet yes, maybe the abrel. Maybe the abrel. You bet chimpanzee for be. So
then some will be send a match you be out.
That be no be on a book. They are hard-working people in this country.
I mean before no.
Yes.
Find a monchado. Oh,
say an answer for you.
Why, bit to say.
Oh. Napo saying, no, not 11 million a wire. So almost secondary schools.
That's all no bachelor. The okay, the nature is all bachelor.
Ah. That's a man, okay.
There's an apple bachelor.
I buy in a cry.
I buy an apple.
Oh. Now, ECG has no, you didn't who frame. No, energy minister. Deals are almost soon signed, rig, and the government and the party support it. So we'll be already bonny and channel. You could bet me at you. National security bet me at you. Police bet you. Police work almost started one day.
You're question after the police bet you.
I quad so MPR. Your call assembly election come out bribery. Officer. You think it's not a criminal matter? What are you talking about? Your call, your by-election, a juso. Now, Okoma will be bribed. No? Is it not pending at the police station? Is it not pending?
Wow.
Captain, look, let the laws work. It doesn't matter the quantity and the amount of crime. That is why, for me, Captain.
Video credits no encore enfama onia TV eho ena Mustafa Bandi ekotena ye busia wode sansem wenyina no etu eja na utie ya wase Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe na po chese chie ne dia ben no na po ankasa wa baba ntia ba be ka credit da say ya dia chese yoko ne national security force wo moto nsa friend so wodi hon makoni aba ene se wodi hu akoni aba wono ni pa chese ono na po se no hu ni se ohun se wondi boni bia intini se wondi boni bia adentina yeto nsafo ne yatoto wane e wo se wusuro. So for someone like Matthew Opoku Prempe to take the step class wo be ko office in and out not just wonni mo na kuma mu se wonni boni. And I applaud him so much. And also eja mo na masonom eye mampeni ewo krom hanoma car eye $90,000 mo amutumi toma mo ho $40,000 mo nyina na Mustafa Bani se men kan cham say you people should boa 40,000 cedis sorry mo nyina mo boa mo ho ankasa na enche eye ade aye be grabe mo ankasa me ne de so far de ndisi abanya ba wo mo ya me hwo me nipa no no mo tumi mbebo Ghana kasa obi a wafumbiya mo nche no mo de mo hwe na mo nim nipa ne location a mo fa nyame me hwehwe nipa ne location e de ama mo na makohwe nipa ne mu esan se wo my Ghana de na besi yetizika so so e komedi sika ne yete so so e komadi 8 years abai fufuro ba ye efi ansa na ye be hwe se wo be ma ewu ahwegu ye numo se so de e kom no ye be to ahwo saa na ATB fa story no ewremu e ma me na eja me ma me panel members na kwa aba
okay ena me ofa ye eye chaba wuntumi wa wonim se de ye kokokoko so ye kofuo chino ne ade ena wo sese nyakopon boa pa na se MPP amanukuo ni pa ba power ade ndisi fu na ye no enya do be take revenge da odo Allah
when you say why ade
ena me nam se ye ofa ye eye usuro say do be come lenim deeper na say 19 na wo kasa say no cosmenti ase o de dada ya o
na chema untumi den na papa yanka wa Shantereje
was it enya dia ono no be take revenge bia to was it 2028 or no o say MPP for there be enya don be yesa omonya sa de ni bi kura da yesa kura na o ma ble nyame entimi ame wo facha ma wuntumi eno no na wonim se Nyankopon bon the 10 June eya drivers fe wo kromo nyina e be ko strike
Any say you
one D levy do so levy on my pay. Almost almost strike na coupon bonnet 10 June, you know.
But almost was some ATP. It is a bit crucial because one yet here and one was matter to force. Matter to force, I never for a crowd, life and brain and to show. See, I cried, dear, who could be a 1 word, 1 more fair mouth, or before for own 4 giant. 1 more child, 1 more dear to one. A bit sweet here at the fairness. Now, so we are now. Me 1 liter beer once at the end of the day no say metal a 3 to 4 liters yet 1 gallon.
1 gallon.
It's not saying saying 4 cedis.
4 cedis.
It's 4 cedis and metal beye yi dia na chese. Metal 1,000 cedis. I mean I'm going to pay almost 6 Ghana cedis.
And I can say a good crutching e-levy
good chain. Me say I'm e-levy no. Me catch him say endime. Me which mutai 100 Ghana cedis plus men send them out. Must send ye 100 cedis.
Okay.
Tie mu bi ho no ma endie. But one more matter for so na fi wasan so be so dia ba.
And you minority for so me protest e de tia sa adum so no. E-levy no ti no ye nyina ye wa ase. Ekromo ase nana e bre na ye print ma me sori na e fa de aka nyina fa to asoma ye ti.
Okay, ATP meda wasi ye papa ebusia ye koye nim no enche kra kwaku ba ko a wono eye 10 KNUST NDC communication team member Wobet Nasasa so and Festus Amwatin a wono so eye Tescon KNUST outreach committee member wono so ebeba betina se na chese de ekoso ewo oman Ghana no ye ne wo mo atwetwe ho enkomo na Matia sembi bifansa na memo wo mewrem no Matia sembi asem na meti ye rebusia me won kakra minim da se NDC amanyokuo no wo musoro chema wuntumi enne na meti se yesi chema wuntumi ka so oba be pre national chairman ni enu anti na NDC amanyokuo no wo musoro abusia wo mo ye ne sa no nam se wo bia MPP wo power na oye regional minister when to me ama MPP aban no amma power MPP ko opposition no enumbom no obeye national chairman na wo betumi ama MPP amanyoko no aba beye aba power 2028 ana sa same we die me kase wo mu nunu wo mu a wo mo ho na wo mo sere because chairman want to me as regional chairman no question mark eda ho how much more say wo beba be national chairman me ne de ya de a chese etwehwe maso kakra etwehwe maso anya asem ketwa but se Ghana fo so ehu na so wo de kokromoti no ebeto aba ede ama MPP amanyoko 2028 na bia na candidate na MPP for the nabano ene show wo mani ebia na candidate na MPP for the nabano ena wo mani je hunti no omdi kokromoti no eto abade amam na nye chairman wuntumi a wo ye national chair regional chairman MPP amanyoko ya Asante region hakura nipa ngwangoto aba ena obaye national chairman eyehu na ebusi eyehu we de nye hunti ma ye ma obi anu no ye nkra se oba beye national chairman ntina NDC amanyoko wo mo ye ne se no kwa de mia metumi apemu akase no kra bia enu Festus e wa hanim se amema na kwa ba Festus bibi abako de
nyame adumo oba pa na we
oba de na da Roma menso me ho ye papa ne sala no ne me ekosen
nema de dana kwam bibi ekọ
me ba cho bie wa no kakra ma
nema de dana kwam bibi ekoboko pa.
Okay, now so far I think 6 months in opposition. Any matter saying?
Oh, 6 months in opposition. Ya anga say the normal go akwan ma enche. Obi a be hu say aban a wotisu yi. Nema wo ye nyina say ye normal ye eja ho a eja ho ebi ti say normal bi ti say nema bi ti say
me tio eniema be ti say
IMF ya ekoyi eso na aso aba ma dollar no aso asase etete
IMF ya MPP
mokoyi na do danko akufo ekoyi aha
no ne de o kan sa menti ase
say IMF no ye take some ye can say unze etwa ema nipa dodo a ye form wo adwuma yim no ye teso nti emaska eba omanim but what ma say if say ye mfa more people e wo aban adwuma mu ye mfa more people
na do dan ko Gufuado wa be mu no employee ya mafo eyi John Dramani Mahama mbom no oba ya wo sisisi ade de for now no ya de a wonye ready so oba employee obi enti ase ho na wo ka no
ye medical ko IMF ansa kwa na ye beto aba ye ko IMF ye ko G loan ti ye ko G loan no ye ko IMF ye enti eno na so aba ma say take effect or Yura John Dramani Mahama amamum man for dwen say ono na aya ma dollar ne so ate enso ye hu policy papa bia o de aba ma ye ka say ne na ama dollar ne so etete
but first us ye be ka no kranka wo manya ye wo gold ye wo diamond ye wo bauxite ye wo timber resources ni nyina no ye wo bi enye ye ni wo se ye di tu ye ho se yakọ IMF akwa gilo na ama aban bia ba na aban no wo mo nsa etumi kọ wo ma no a wo mo magana fo so ho han wo mo se wo sanka ye fedi ye o
dabi enu kwa se ye fere da
sesen
efi se oman ya ye timi bibia tumi si bibia tumi si enti Yewura Mahama na ebu oman no ansa na Yewura Adodankwa Akufo-Addo enso ye de ebesom enti Yewura John Dramani Mahama ebu oman ye nimdum so ne economic crisis ani ewum ne Yewura John Adodankwa Akufo-Addo befa oman yi sese ode oman no free SHS ne no ma ode gugu akwan mu nti na oman ni koyie
nti hu ne said de na Adodankwa Akufo-Addo me ni de abusia me amiti ye de me hu ne sa but eja communicators are always going to be communicators who chumu tan ya de a wo mu be defending the political party they belong in obi be say ye mfa ne sa ye rem wo chairman to me this whole Yoko arrest ne ade a koso we will take on that pa say
yeah, me take on that and say chairman to me ye nyina chairman Ashanti regional chairman the Yoko for ye ne de metimi aka say enye ne kwan so no if you say ope say uchi obi ana say bibia say wo de family kwan so enu kwan say mo de mra hye mo nsem na mo amutimi ko teki nipa no ye wo enti ne ye wo court e wo man esa mo serve nipa ne lete esa mo frɛ no na oba court no be yi nsem bia no ti de Yoko for ye and metimi aka sɛ o ma anya ade e bi sɛ omo ye respected institution so they should have go in a right way than what they did
but see I before the invite no they who said it was the right way.
Oh yeah, it was the right way.
Okay, because almost 7 no.
Yeah.
Let us say womu ehia. But lot of issues akoso bra womu chairman won to me any idea and some na enipa bebre na eka ene say bia no opeso obeye national chairman nti no NDC amanyoko no ma bohu abo shake kakra enu nti na de course na course hu ni sana.
Me ba so ai. Ebi say ye nyina ye chairman de obia nim se otene hu si Ashanti regional opulu more members ema MPP into NDC for night mails like say oba national so mbelusu vote part of the rest 15 regions na aka no enti me hu ne se enu nti na NDC for take that action said be ya omo be limit ye nyina ye chairman untumi but enu kwa ne be boost na ma na ye more things no. If you say Oba national chairman and a national chairman na Oba no so nya agro no obedi enti me hu ne say eno so kan ho bi na Yewura John Dramani Mahama ene na amanyokuo ene Yokofo sa etu sa na ma no sade be ya omo be bre ni sunsum ase.
Okay, ye share nkrofo wo mo MPP party no in as much as chairman won to me wo the numbers so to me a puli crowd no. Yeah, one crofo hodra wo mo so kra no they were government appointees and wo mo kra na adwuma hye wo mo nsa obi ti se napo odi national security office akoniaba ene ade ba yenchi ne se said ye so chema wuntumi mu no ya sho ni mu sa ne ade in as much as wono na oye education minister osan so be ye energy minister but onokwa nanka ye beka ne se government appointee e osan ka ye tumi ede ne koyuoko ye so ne onokwa ye hu ne sa but chairman wuntumi don't you think say it could be say wa form enuti na yoko for ye ne sa
oh menye too sure say chama wuntumi afom ena wa fom kra na enfom so ye dey e wonipa ho enti say dem kan no na ye say omode family kwan so yoko entimin declare obi se ebia nipa na ye sei ana se sei so omode fa mra kwan so ye friend wo court yoko nye court na otimi be yi nsem bia no na ebia eka bi wo ho ana se bibi wo ho a na o ma take it from there ti omo che ne there is not the right way chema untumi a public figure a manfo bebre ehwe ne so se ye de ye bobra enti se wo be che no na wo ye sa no ma we na che se entwa yi entwe kula
ene na Mustafa Bani so say mon sha Mustafa mun so say fiance wo mu bechi mu kase papa Kofi dwuma mu nyina no ye bechi wo mu
se aban bia ba ode ne mra na eba enti se omo se omo bechi omo de ya ena aban we nso omo make sure say omo go wrong way fi se empanyifo asem bi say like enfunso ye de ye batani pa ho inti omonso omumu oman no fenchem said be ya yenso ye ba ye take those action na o ma take na enye nwanwa na enkoye omo se ebia we a political then sensem
na chese o mama tiase a se MPP wini 2028 election the NDC for the year when you people are going to pay them back.
Oh, if it continues like this, we should also follow because it's a new rule they have set for us. So we will follow their footpath. We will follow what they are doing. Because untimi mebu omai anase untimi meya ade na onkase ebia untimi mebu omai na onkase de we ye no wanye ni ye anase de we ye wanye ni ye nti o de ne be fa ewura John Dramani Mahama be di about 2012 no oye mfumso bebre bi mo se ode omai ni sika kogu ni nua Ibrahim Mahama account ene no ma nsem ebi say Ibrahim Mahama ya ye kana asem ye hu like nyama potia wo ya enke ye say like ne network timi dru no ma na wo ye no
so say enyenle
sesa na mo de esisiri adapa ono ko 4 time na no e minister enso mu ko hu dollars wo ne dem so na mo nso kase sisiri adapa ko wieska enso ono ko 4 time na o e minister wabo adwuma che ono nso ye beka se na adwuma wo ye hu sika na wo ye de onyaye tie nyina ya ba ba me ye hwehwe saa no ma na enka enezenka obia be chi obia be chi obia Mahama kranke be
MPP amanyoko de say obi be say munya akwanya no for 8 good years ena saa 8 good years amunya akwanya no manye hu bibia before sana Ghana for beto aba ma ka kire ye say mo ba wono me diska mo be chi wo mo ani ade say mo kura de mo ba no mo be wie ene hwe de atoke no Ofori-Atta
me ba cho me da wase e wo honum Ken Ofori-Atta obi a wabo oman ne pa ebi se free SHS nyina na odi mu ntintiman ene gina oye former finance minister OSP ene Ken Ofori-Atta ensensem ya abai meka se OSP Office of Special Prosecutor MPP for ene de bai enam se ye wo oman ne ho adwempa enti ne ye de saa OSP ne bai said the bear you betimi a fight against corruption enti say OSP enye court no wa prosecute obi say Ken Ofori-Atta say or you wanted say OSP yes and say omo ye political prosecution I enu kwan say omo ye saa de no enti meka ne say OSP en family kwan so omo ye big body ese omo fa process so enu kwan se omo release official letter Ken Ofori-Atta wanted ema individual ni hu se Ken Ofori-Atta say ana say ese omo release letter ewo court na omo serve Ken Ofori-Atta mani be yi nsem bia no wo honom ti se omo release wanted we dia na tese omo ne Ken Ofori-Atta ni ne ye e se papa ne so o kan ho bi na MPP timi bu o man papa e ma me no mienu e na ye tie ya ye ni agi
o kan le sana special prosecutor the name alone should explain itself. He is Kisie Jabe is the special prosecutor. Se obi afomo maya ohun se obi amo minor boka or right ne say obeto nsa de afre nipa no. But me no me no bedi wan dance say Ken Ofori-Atta eye one time pe e no friend no. Wa friend the third time ni nyina no excuses upon excuses. And this all can say on fan court he is the special prosecutor. Onye obia sa keke our right to say obe declare eye Ken Ofori-Atta wanted.
All right, no, say obe declare Ken Ofori-Atta wanted, but enu kwan say like or the bab on team individual no obi ehu. Me ba what ma say.
Sisi ani dey say dey yebu o man ni dey say obi be sie enye katasu mo mu aso asemo. Ade bi wo hono ma was wo matimemufo eya we timemufo hu baby a edru baby a eko eni ade say o kase wo katakata so wo keka na no atu mo dan ene say meme ne de at the end of the day me kwa mesa ba betera fide maka say special prosecutor onye hwe de wo ma me hu kura me hu ni say wo onye hwe na de wo ma me hu metie ana who ni say mfumso bie ni ne ho Ken Ofori-Atta do you see say wafom
Ken Ofori-Atta me hu say mfumso wo no we be say o man na one yewura John yewura Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo de ebuye ti say mfumso wo hokra e na me ka say ye wo we a ye betimi aye de afaso ye wo we betimi afaso ansa na ye wa serve ne letter amanaba court no abeyi nsem bia no enti se OSP e release da we ne dia na meka se oni yewura Ken Ofori-Atta endi ni ye kura ebi se nu kwan se ode ba bonten e wo mi se o special prosecutor but letter no ese na o serve man no enu kwan se o man no o release wanted Emma Ken Ofori-Atta.
Inti what on sa friend several times ni nyina no wo se omma no ni nyina wo sanko oja na mani declare no wanted onja ne sa na onye de opebia sa na wo ka no
oh yewura Ken Ofori-Atta ne won sheda emfa ne sa enti se o ka sa o release wanted na se o serve ne letter o mane ya we se ne ho mfa no aha enti ne ho to na obeba yeah enti sa na meka no ti meka se say or chain Emma no tono no oba na enu kwa say o release wanted list Emma yewura Ken Ofori-Atta o kan say wa anya de
say we dey wa man a lot of chances o declare ni fugitive and o beka so onu kra no tu kwan fi o man mu kwan say ye kwa akoto aba what ase e na wo yi fugitive no e di free ni so e no so okay onu aka say nyame ya adoma on the 2nd of June e bedru honom na me ho atome na maba 2nd of June in so na what the lab letter lab report about say so now home for. Are you not sure Ken Ofori-Atta he's running away from accountability?
Oh nah, because obu omani ye oka hu bi na free SHS any zongo fan ni na ye one yewura Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo ye intimbo kan sa dey ameka say on jani free any accountability.
Yo, any abusia for ade akweku ba ko ten KNUST NDC communication team member wono so ababeka me ho e wo hanim sia be na kwa abashon ho kweku
minyaba
bibi abako
ewu adu oye ene osha aban papa ba nti enko yi kra ebeko yi nti ebuso kra
ye hu wa ha chede
producer say on frame bi
oh we ye ne dan pa na wo se won frame
o se ma ba sa nti o se afoforo nso ba
Sam, me no de minji new no. Ye be fra mo eja ma ban na abantina. Na mahame bahani yekoshia wa hada. Mu jimani anu makaye.
Yanga san mi school muntini be school so nche. Na me a student leader. And we have other responsibilities I will say you could take care of. There also can be me akwan embassy no.
Okay. And eja where the obi be see what ba to so yentumi endi njawo nti fansa tum na ye nyina no. Yemmomindi ye kasa edi afa OSP ene Ken Ofori-Atta wo mu bru ha ekoso asabre Ken Ofori-Atta OSP asaba be declare no wanted sa issues here just trendy who ni say
mnyaba mini kan na wase na minda producer nso ase wo akonya wasan da mami na fe memfa apologies ma ahwefo ne atiefo say my late and me traffic ne car na enwa dia ma my late sa no aves min chia omo na azomuti min ka che timi chia omo afensu mi chia Ofori MC Honorable Ahmed Sadat ejuma obo no MP no won kra no ombobi mi chia no pa onkoso ye ejumade afensu team for mu team na dey na nso mi chia omo.
Okay.
Miniaba topic na edawo enwu hia pa Ken Ofori-Atta na special prosecutor abon wanted na ye baby say nipa wo so bi na mo ndi boni abon wanted yembo wanted we ni boni bi yembo wanted even say udi boni na say o submit won a obi an obetag wanted.
Okay.
Unless say bia o pese wo dwane
and you be declare wanted but unye bibiana oho so de mimiti he why na be declare me wanted.
Obi an declare wanted. Say even meti ai se me di boni me wie sika me kum nipa me ye bibia ye boni eti amra. Na se me de me nkoma police for say mo ye investigation me nie mo ye investigation na ommo me wanted because me dwane ye. The only time we say ye bom wanted say bia me dwane na wa bom wanted. Now, this is not the first time. One say, NDC ba bemu na era Ken Ofori-Atta ufi omemu ekoye. Okoye on sambaye na no corruption and corrupt related issues by special prosecutor related man say ohian for investigation. Letter no koye no dey anke so oba no wamba na onen lawyers almost service special prosecutor no letter say ne wo mfanu nti okosa no yare o outside na wasaba omo ma special prosecutor no date omo say na ma date say 2nd June no be ma date no obeba afi 2nd June aso ya hwe ni ma hwa yewra yi omba adan a letter bi ni nam framem say Ken Ofori-Atta osan yare letter no kwa kodu special prosecutor o and nam framem keke enkodu special prosecutor o inti if genuinely say yewra Ken Ofori-Atta say oyare ampa e also the medical report eba say ampa me yare hospital we na me wo doctor we na ehwem ni hu say ampa oyare na wonfa letter bia nkoma special prosecutor wonso a wonya bibi pepe bia nka special prosecutor then the best thing I be say wo pese wo dwane from accountability enu never say yanhwe yi a also already Ghanaians have some perception say every politician is corrupt.
Yes.
Na yanhwe ne am fight corruption a ebe didimu sa even young ones now mo free university eba no co student leadership ma the rate at which a student leadership try corrupt no yanhwe nsi a no kwan a
ebe hardin that
in the next 10-15 years to come no ebia Ghana will be very corrupt. Until this is the time we all have to come together and fight corruption. Whether nipa na ome party mo or ni party mo, we should not see it say obi taking revenge will be so. Eya omain sika eno de kodi dwuma na ebia kɔ ne personal account him. Sika bia Ken Ofori-Atta ewie free omain Ghana wono e wo so odeba. So free say on first sika bia he should submit himself for investigations.
This is very simple.
Yeah, nchi won't me say come and assist investigations. We are ye bibi a echere su bia won't member. Do you understand? Nti emi ayem de said na to Interpol for na to red alert so. Baby o bia no o mind bi o police phone hu na o mention naba and it is very good. Enye kan Ofori-Atta nkom any MPP appointee bia o mo breso wi asika NDC appointee bi obe wi asika wa ban we mu e wo se o man mbra ND so court ejisika esa chi ne tum because e ka say even se nipa na wi asika na say ye ejisika no kwa na ejai na ene obia be na dwun say mewia say chi me dey fine me disika be ma omu yanche me a na me go scot free ye ejisika no kra ye nsam fa nipa ne mfa ne tum na te say dem kan na ye kan Ofori-Atta nko former Bank of Ghana governor so ono so ne dey nam kwan so a oba na MPs no more parliament na eduru bebi om kwatante na yokofu animu om ko buntware na den om nya botre om ina om de eba wo a wa for mine sika bia no His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama obe fight corruption sika bia we wie from mine wo bia no obia di sika no ebeba nti kan Ofori-Atta enso wa sika bia we bia ebeje free ne wono.
Okay, brana chese enkomotwehwe no ekoso wunya maaye no na adia Festus ka bibisa wono de wonhu fomso bia Ken Ofori-Atta ye ohun se charges kra wo de abono no won sheda hu se wafum bia because oyo bia chese oh my God wetumi aboa ye papa nti no ka men ko no nko adia any kwan kra sanka special prosecutor will declare no wanted and then come fan court na court mbom and declare Ken Ofori-Atta wanted. Sa case we wuto mu say
me never say oman yedin bra na di adwuma special prosecutor ntumi sorry preko pese me bo be wanted
sure
and na Ken Ofori-Atta so lawyers so hwe na ne lawyers ne hwe na the special prosecutor ye no say mfa mra kwan so a court no wonum they should go to court.
I think so declare the fugitive in the court. It is ending of this month and on mobile
so yeah. What I say. Into special prosecutor the run or the year juma. To ka so ndi boni bia mene no enya dwe wadi boni. Oni boni bia nke so submit no na ye investigation. Mean about one of the cases I hear sa SML.
Yeah, the SML deal.
Esla Sika former president in 2017 obefra bem na otwa to say Esla ye dey talk akra bi to fuel so any electricity so ye beji Jesus ka do na dey twa ye energy sector debt no sasika na nke se di twa ka no omu collateralize no e dey ko gi loan and sasika na nke se di twa ye ka no eba out of sasika no ye 170 million Ghana cedis na dey twa SML foka wo bra omu nye dwuma bia and the allegation is say SML no so deal no omo share no Ken Ofori-Atta economy. That is one issue the special prosecutor is investigating.
It's even here that in 2019 GRA made a payment of over 1 billion to SML for services under this deal, which had not received approval from the Public Procurement Authority as required by the Constitution. The contract violated procurement laws, including the lack of a technical needs assessment, no involvement of the Public Procurement Authority, and failure to obtain parliamentary approval. Not just one. Now, 1 billion Ghana cedis.
Yes, kaketwa. Nti se me ne itira na o ka se Ken Ofori-Atta enye bibia na opeso kire say special prosecutor no otan na say de na eyam do Ghana fo nhwe bibie say nyame anya adom na aban sesa amba na say MPP da so aban mu anka saske yina anka ahye saske yina omo awie ske yina anka yenye omo hwe se ba omie ba ya. Do you think say Ken Ofori-Atta can be investigate no? Do you think say nka chama won to me be investigate ye investigate obi anka saske yina no o minor hwe saske yina na ye de ame asesa John Dramani Mama, the president, Ebaye, and they fight corruption. Jesus can win now.
Na National Cathedral Kraswa. Yes, say in 2020, Ofori-Atta authorized the release of 142.7 million Ghana cedis for the project as requested by President Akufo-Addo's Chief of Staff. Despite the release of these funds, the project remains incomplete and allegations of mismanagement have surfaced, with Ofori-Atta being blamed for releasing the funds without proper consideration for value, for money and accountability.
Say project incomplete you can just say dining na yam so esi won wa say foundation crampo no yen to foundation crampo nwie you
and 142.7 million Ghana cedis.
Do you know how, like, the number of things as sikani betimi aye student omoti biasi sua de omo be come classroom no mtete e bo so omo sua de, we could have used those monies to help them purchase furnitures for them. Teachers are yentu omo kanka, we could use that money to pay them. Nurses and normal cost striking, we could use that money to pay them. In this will be quite yes, I can say corruption way. Na say train as one, and I say so no make investigation. Name will be a scanning fire. Now you come and sit here to say so on here. Then we is it that we want to support corruption? Nipa na obi eskano. Here be you.
Obinka say you support corruption by OSP. ASR, a personal attack.
And how is that a personal attack?
OSP should send it to court.
He has the power to investigate.
Yeah. He has the power to investigate, yes. But Ofori-Atta is a public figure.
It doesn't matter.
It matters.
Do you know the number of citizens on more prison? Because Obi Kofo will be 50 cedis, Obi Kofo will be 100 cedis. Now, Sika over 170 million Ghana cedis.
One district, one ambulance initiative. The amount of money a year involved, no. You see, and yes, I'm ketwa.
Yes. Aha. It is a special prosecutor, Atumra. Can Ofori-Atta lawyers know they have every right to go to court. So, my client, on here, in a special prosecutor, attacking say wanted. Until they should reverse that, I can say tag. No, the court will give a judgment. Do you understand?
The amount involved, the deals are a course on Can we say he is so innocent?
He cannot be innocent. That is why he's running from accountability. That is why he's running from investigation. So, are you innocent? Obeba Ghana.
You people are doing political
medical report. You see,
you are doing political declaration because. Ken Ofori-Atta Obia, you can't say. So, more releasing wanted. I know your political declaration. OSP, MPP. Yeah, we brought it. I don't just say, yeah, fighting corruption. Yeah, you trimupa or money, you good. Anthony, OSP, so what I say? I don't just say,
young canocre. Nanad de baye. Nitrim popa or the special prosecutor office nearby and Eden. Senator
fight corruption.
Is it good or be fighting corruption? But the main intent to come and like disturb the NDC appointees are no musu somewhere yeska. President John Dramani Mahama the first time no. And oba no why not me fight no. Even the first special prosecutor or appointee no Martinamidu. Asame no kai before buries and Asame no kai. Also, President Akufo-Addo is the mother serpent of all corruption.
Yeah.
Or person or investigate no jiskano. No president name man they were interfering in his work. And now when your president are interfering in his work into or bono money we say or budget sa or mindsi kanamai. And you see, I even have a problem with Kisia Jabin. That man, I think he needs to be say Emrama Okwaya and Kesakeno.
I have said make sure say Makadada this week in my boss because I feel he's becoming a hypocrite and a nuisance. I say Nyachunsubi or some who's or boy but
Winning why press conferences. Since time I appointed no press conferences are 25. Bisa who say cases do what saying and no one win your more mine.
Zero.
Upon
Chikronji be my
on GB cry my 10 pesos cronji be my this man crampon minimum issue. Because so you be a Sicilia the package clear case of corruption. Nipa to mean sure be a scan or you be a or you good because this time Gaji is nke sisira da panke so dem da
freezing account na dey no so she's innocent oja na maneko so aban from by you are telling say we should go back to Cecilia the price docket and then go and open it and then now make her account. So I was wondering say could it be say aban da na wo ho no mama tina midu mese matina midu kisi eja ben kwa ma ni nye adwuma na say abrante na wo
two things involved on rankasa na ombo ne umodin and afi so abinder dana na ewo so na omma no kwan they were interfering in his work. So those are the two things in na yin results no enta make say special prosecutor act no ebema kwan anka president no esake no go through the process na nke esake na dey obi for by obi a why ready say obi fight corruption because as a press conferences now do so we want to see action and your press conferences. This time, in Kenipa Bay 4 or 5 people in prison now. In Ghana for being also say the fight against corruption. We are getting there. As a press conference now also, but can you Ofori-Atta the option Munde or China wanted near Bono? No, maybe I was to be no baby. I shall not say them, sir.
No turn of Beba. No turn of Beba.
Okay.
No turn of Beba.
Who ye MPP ni Yari Ben Pana what to say yes, see a bucket of Ofori-Atta.
Who's any party who no now a day? Na o yare nti yare o Ken Ofori-Atta edosun.
Have you seen a medical report? One medical report.
Yeah, my own medical report.
Na medical report.
Say medical report say bia yare say no yare. Doctor we na hwe no bi.
My own lab report so hospital.
Hospital da be. You see medical report hospital. Sa tu ni na no nipa
stroke.
See, Ken Ofori-Atta onya akula o 65 good years. Enti wakasa o yare a enye news.
Nanado dan kweku for do this say.
Kokumasi prison.
Nanado yare so far as on hospital ne nche so onyare. O yare.
You as an MPP communicator are telling Ghanaians say Nanado dan kweku for do yare.
Yeah, Nanado say nipa de owo ho na on hospital a hu yare ha.
Okay say
Ken Ofori-Atta hospital ene hu ye hu yare e woni so.
Okay say President Kufuor a Rollins appointee bi omo chini kodnya court not that prison crowd now me say omo di na asem court. Unim so yare ye still omo di no court e kodnya court kodi asem. Unim so fam wuye. Obi anka ho hwe. Nti so yare a wo di omra obi ansi ni kwan medical attention die obenya said opesen doctors be hwe na ombehwe no untumi yede no ko yoko aye investigation o yare yede no ko hospital no akwaja yare hwe no to na ni aba no abeto investigation no so nti so onye hwe a manembra but you should know say me know eye future what I say uto we student me sum ye student ono abo ne bre wie wenya okọ 70s mo then ohia o wiase bi mo ohia hwe bi if you are destroy me no future say I'm fighting in there if we don't come together today to fight corruption ebe koso sa me no mienu na ebe di enya and di enya your children your generation will suffer. So we should stop being political about some of these things because on my no ye we are enye e kan say nipa ba ko na ha no e ha ye na what I say e ha ye na so we should all come together to fight corruption but we shouldn't defend anyone.
This is not any political matter.
It's a easy
VC Vice Chancellor Yale some of the ne for plane echo US
Vice President
yes. More than if for plane and he can Ofori-Atta Yale also omla Ghana emetina anjala ayahwe.
See NIH say so yare on for medical report embre the special prosecutor that is the only thing we are asking. Do you think says a medical report official medical report echo special prosecutor on more enka obebon wanted nkombo no wanted. But it's just because so a person will try to free special prosecutor on Tino. That is why he's doing that. And this is not the first time. I think you're making promise to bring him on 2nd June. Yeah. 2nd June happen and then 6th June.
Yeah.
You who any more Ghana. So what is happening?
Still no home fun.
It is a baby that it's about 3 years and on ton and I just say Ghana see. And the money see. But the head now, but never chance with never.
What do you think say Mamisha say free what do you think say was say wo mo yesterday be ya obeba be pie mo man Ghana
oh me say say almost serve omo de court enu kwa say omo declare no wanted
sa na me embom e7 na di obeba
nene se na se de weekend na je say e bu apayo Enya buapayo.
No, if you should say as a court in bomb 7 or
court 7
special prosecutor no respect be amano.
Court 7 obema court data ebia ne ho beto na say data doctor di ama ne say bia ne ho beto no waba. Me ba so what ma say.
Kizie ben 7 no o ka che kizie ben say acha 2nd June obeba.
Second June na ba wa ama. That means say ne ho nto no. Enti ne ho to ne pe obeba. Eye say o dwane afri accountability.
In that case, what he needs to do, if genuine is Oyarea, what he needs to do is say, also submit a medical report. That's the only thing we are asking for.
Why do you think the medical reports now are submitting are so difficult to the amano?
I didn't hear.
Because when can any case be a nyasembia wasanka or man be big news in the country because some absent me from a jumemo for like 2 months now me won't enter me say be mama me boss beji bedintino I am going to submit a medical report at share me boss so boss me medical report in you yare we na me yare me home family me sure say obesan so kra ama me be 1 month be kra e di account
ebia person mo kase ebia e ho no pen asa ebia pen in science ebia mo ni laptop na dem be type letter no ebia doctor no so person be sign letter na anu ankasa atre no so is that what you are trying to say anything am letter need delay na
o kan say Ken Ofori-Atta betimi akofa fake we assign ya ba say any doctor I don't know about no onche no
that's why the letter circulating
o go let that no
ye be che no
e Ghana ha nke e benya doctor ni bia Oberman is our report, but Abrochil Doctor Bay and a barber risking life. Ediama also Oberman fake report.
You see,
and I'm submitting the documents. I had the Amano no.
And that make a sure say, who say Obras is here, one say I'm complaining, say, and I gonna still I want you see. So I am complaining, say, Gonna still I want you see.
Oh, me,
Ebuna ECG a cow on me. Where are you expecting say you be schedule sa ekano moa omo ye corrupt na mo awie skana ye skana free mo de abo man mo mpesa mo be support ye de to so ba say ye ngi skana fan ye bibi nso ana mo aso mo twa mo complaining. Now what do you want us to do?
What do you want us to do? Second topic in way when ye pia banti no ye nremu Festus sisi ano NDC amanyoku womo de 1 Ghana cedi fuel levy ediaba se okona okotofu obia liter bia no womo beto 1 cedi no woma to din se eye D levy a abe hu ne sen
D levy abe de me hu ne se NDC 4% omututu anoma ho be kire no omu bi se za anoma be ni na anoma ya tutu no wa ubetimi aboni din mi chirema en yera John Dramani Mahama ebai oka chere se yi levy eda yesui emboaye ema omani moye de ntinye obia na yi levy de ebeboa na bi se 100 cedis yi levy ye till 1 cedi 200 cedis ye till 2 cedis ba o si D levy ne de ebeboa a driver for e bi se watete petrol so na D levy a make petrol 12 cedis bia 1 liter ya de 1 cedi to so a na ze auto petrol almost be 500 cedis a udem be 47 cedis D levy o entina o de sa levy we ba na asa o sa pese petrol no otete so no o de ntitimu eba a driver ne passengers eso if say o se o buy o abete petrol so nti o monte fare so na anu ya entita o kan sa na se o pese ye fro car ye entokwane ade eba ye ntem usa di D levy se abeto petrol so se ye mfan solve dum so tiera John Dramani Mahama mesre se D levy na wo de buy ne de emwa ba akusei ebi se wa na wo si levy ye de da yesu de enya de eboa na wa onso sabe totomomo ne se yanum ne ba yanum wa ga se yanum bon de na se o mfa ye nya hwe ya ye wo o man mu mfa ye nya hwe timestre say yewra be D levy na free wo say de yewra ba omia kan ye no emwa
okay kweko ba ko maminti e wonso submission e wo D levy ja wa bai na aba e na mo na munim ne nti amode aba nti ene me de nyina ma chehye ni nyina mu mai.
Let me first speak as a concerned citizen.
Okay.
From there, I will speak as
a concerned citizen, but not a politician.
Yes. You see, on my piano, you were quite a fast to generate scatterable mind, punto or mine. And one of the ways on my BIA taxation, near the receive revenue, the economic growth. Now, Obian soon or man baby, I knew one and need say, obey to at all. Because at one by a man, your bo ede, a costume crank. Into me, meninge. Honestly speaking, many in Jesenka, ye de one city every liter, ye better be ano. Ye de one city, ever to so say, auto 1 liter beer, ye 1 city, 1 liter beer, 1 city. Emma drivers and so on my break a crap.
Okay.
That is a issue I will see now we have to be concerned about. And one thing also is that, say, a banner sounds you see, recently, I know transportation also. Say, drivers on best out to be one. That is what we are contemplating, but we are praying that they will not do that. But it also becomes necessary. I didn't think it be necessary. Say, you're just out to know because I buy no air cono a cabia uja or ECG any the whole energy sector. Nanka say cabia na away was say to ya. Yen generate car a beya watch. You understand? A very difficult say. So, Becca president can say by 2026 ending the year, I will say the energy sector debt, I will say a clear. How many ever saw a be clear? You be appointees no salary needed to you and no, any possible. Do you understand? And they can say, more movie as ECG, any energy sector only now, no, I think never just can you go to ya. A bit not interested, that's also no, a cost not cannons run ahead. A Kobe could be take 5-6 years and Sunday and Saturday can back to Granada. So it becomes necessary, say, I will say, yep, so. And one way a government is so before so budget taxation, or budget says can say every little will be to be ano, 1 cedi. But I have an issue here. You see, when a problem comes, it is not always that we need to tax the citizens. Citizens say, "Omo tax and ye do ya." I'm speaking as a concerned Ghanaian.
Oh yes, and I love that submission.
You see, ye won crofo no more. Omo ewia sika ewo sa particular sector. What are we doing to retrieve all those monies? That is one step we need to take. Okay. There are leakages ECG one. We need to make sure that say those leakages no you see no can say the Sasikana every month and I say every year we are losing over 40 million Ghana cedis no. Sasikebet me aso no kwan yeso no gebet me de tuoma ye de omo kanibi. There no so SML deal still it is in place. What is the government doing about it? Some year free was said there. 170 million a year to your SML every time. No, you basically no quite this can energy sector debt in me. Government need to want a mobile so far, but I believe say government is going to work on it. Now, do you know so as government is working on those things, you know. My other concern is say when are we going to finish paying this 1 cedi tax on every liter of fuel I beton? And because of my timeline, say at the end of 2026, 2027, I haven't really read bill into no. Mean to me, just say this is the timeline. Say everywhere we did away to me, I catch him. And so we should all be concerned. But young country Ghana for na engine to say, I won't train a man abanisa. Yan sa ye energy sector debt na be cost rosa ye hu kwan be fa so a ye betua into obia engine tum na ye ntua nkakra na energy sector na efiri wonu mu a we ye be ye efiri wonu ya me kwampo na eda na ase ye nyo omampani papa ene finance minister papa se bi omo ba ye fu ebo akofem first na ye tono 16 cities 15 cities and then 11 cities some oil stations run on 10.99. What I say, say what 1 cedi to 10.99 so 11.99 and say she.
And the thing is, before I say 1 liter, say 1 liter, they say baby I eat and to be for you free hand could do take input. You would have to buy about 5 liters. And ask yourself, say, 5 liters na meton. And even 4 liters make a gallon. It is saying a me babe to, manaba some. And any second moment any e-levy now, don't you think it would have been better than say Moody e-levy be?
You see, the thing is that say e-levy no once obia so ntia say aban budget to even though any there but saban budget to no so the or tray bibi or dey na see enya results no one is going to complain. Some gigi e-levy no catch say dey kwakoye say na ehu sampa e-levy sika say no more dey ya. Say e-levies can na mojeje say na mode no one was going to complain. So what catch them say health sector no what they can say levy be air to health insurance no so ebia 2 cedi 5 cedis obia betua sa sika na dey kosi hospitals be 20 na at the end of your term ni ehun say hospitals 20 ni wasi even when sini na akra na say 15 wa complete na say you complete even say sika na oje no what dey papa what I say. So that is what we are looking for. And that's what I'm saying, say, ye na ebonjo so, but ye modern na ye me ni na ye ntu. I said we can clear our debt. Do you understand? Say MPP for buy no, and na Esla no omo collateralize ya enke ende energy sector debt nke be ya credit manage for nke we emba. But because of someone's recklessness, because of someone's corrupt activities into and then they na one cedi no. Do you understand? So we should all accept.
Do you know my problem? Moka 1 cedi need to say the other Tobia 1 cedi na, but you people need to explain to Ghanaians.
But do you know
say me 2,000 Ghana cedis of fuela. I am paying almost 84 Ghana cedis and it is too much. Why?
Me the past where you use 1,000 as your example. Someone did the calculation. You see, first now for a little for 16 cedis.
And my mom found me.
So first no, you turn 16 cedis. No, quit 1,000 cedis. We name the number of letters. I will be 62.5 letters. That is 1,000 Ghana cedis. And now you have to about 11 cedis. No, so we quit 1,000 cedis. Letters. We be and I say, who told the same amount of 62.5 liters now. First, I was 16, go to 1,000 Ghana cedis. And then, 62.5 liters, we'll be here, 687.50 pesos. Into when we're gaining about over 300 Ghana cedis profit. By no about me because when I attitude no. And then 1 cedi ababeda every liter so. In Tiamfa say bia wo to sa 62.5 liters na ebia 1 cedi eda so crampo na. Still you are saving 250 cedis as profit. We are driving here. Sa 1,000 cedis can say 750 cedis. What the 1 cedi tax in the account crampo na we be still 62.5 liters no. It is still even 1 cedi there to sun crown no abai no e boam wait me save 250 cedis because sika nanka liters anka first what the 1,000 cedis ebenya no and now with the 750 Ghana cedis and we go abai na boam we ya 250 Ghana cedis profit and ya asempa into which 1 cedi and
matter full so everything and netimemo for a bomb abasho sa my papa ba na matter full so na fi mode di levy ba be cheche Ghana for so na mu ye be ka say na kaneno sika na nka odi benya a lot of full on and ya te so ntine mo de
me ba nti say ya njiska we ni enfentua ye debt na kwan be ne be fa so e be nska de tua ye kana e energy sector no.
I am not against taxes. Uko yobi memua taxes are the chichiku. But me my Ghana na mi woman no. Say taxes ni bi wo hono ma frankly speaking, wo dwen wa for so bi eni so. You were talking about leakages bia what ECG hono. Why don't they mend it? Why don't they check on what is really making us boka hono? Na de bia no ye sole ani the taxes near the Bugana for your corny idea. And at the end of the day, no tibe for your mobile na ye sheda hu fa so so.
Ma menka bibi, you know our justice system. When you court and say you musirane. Sikaya wosi ekrofo bi awie sika wonum ebia leakages ni aban ne bo no modin so beso sa leakages na no. That is why omo asade sa cash water for mechanism na ba sika e bin we ECG bia no omo power producers na say your percentage e omo say di to omo ka say de be ya ye ndi omo ka. That is one thing the government has dana e wo say ebo na ba so now omo mu awie sika no kwan be na e fa so age e wo say e ko so matari na twa ma no e wo say de fa court ansa na nsa ka sika no unim court so e bi betumi take be 5-6 years na sika no kwan nsa kan still that's something that's of course so the best thing the government thing say e betumi abo me generate sika de atua e kai we energy sector said ye be ye ne dun so na ye na ye complain say and then me na me afraid ni edum kania na me afraid
ya say na so na mo se dum so mai nyemo na mo se mo so bi dum so ansa na mo kai
yes so bi dum so ansa na ye ko and ye san ko na e ka kakra o e ka kakra na e wo no de aban ni ye say obey no dey take care of sa e kan say or the Esla beba Esla no every year it was going to generate about $370 million so they be able to can be aban MPP aban buy no mo lateralize sasika no nti sika nke so edu tua ka no omo de kwaji loan nti yentimi ntua ka that is why as at now e kai we energy sector nko no it is getting close to $4 billion even ekoyin sika de tua sa e ka no
me ntwa
it is through taxes
me ntwa no se scanner yewura John Dramani Mahama de koto sanitary pad ko SHS no sana mo betimi de solve dum so
you see
ana mo ntimi
ye betimi de solve dum so but me with students nso a obi to me jai school because of sanitary issues ni bi do you know it
yeah are you aware? Yeah, I'm aware but the amount of money you people raise for that sanitary pad
yes
but you
it was a little over 300 million Ghana cedis and yeah at the once the whole year every month we a man crown sanitary pad every month we a man crown sanitary pad do you understand students be on one because of 25 Ghana cedis sanitary pad you say na ye turn e be 8 cedis 10 cedis 12 cedis mobile ben mu e ko do 25 cedis na kora bi onye sika nto bi ntia wo so ko na be bi ene ye bi bia san onye sika de akwa koto aban na be mu so be
one the one the top party they could have manufactured it in this country.
Yes,
to create employment and then create avenue for the country.
Let me corrections. Pad na abai no distribute ma can say school girls.
And I say Ghana made.
Ghana made ya imported from outside.
Ghana no mo outside. Ghana no mo
The president made it clear, and the government communicator has also made it clear. Say. Sanitary pads no ya imported from outside the country Ghana say ya do you understand that is the truth
but where exactly in Ghana we want to know the location.
If I ask you where do Milo where do they do their production will you be able to tell me?
Yeah,
I don't know all the companies in Ghana. Do you understand? There are so many companies in Ghana. If you ask me, how would I know? Ghana Gas, meaning maybe our headquarters, no customer control, meaning maybe GMPC. Does it mean it doesn't exist? It exists. Meaning maybe a location. What do you understand? Until we some say maybe exact location the end here. Meaning you from kind cry. But no cry woman say a cow energy sector. Yentia dum so na ebe to aso saa. Sesebe wa ban na not so no. Otua ka no. Wamfa Esra na nkwaje bosia ena oditu aka na enkan nye ni se nda ye betua sa 1 cedi on every liter of fuel I beto no so no. Until you people should be blamed rather. You should be blamed for your recklessness in and obi beje I can say backlashes.
Okay, me bre no enya ye bia nti mema obi a 2 minutes na what the final words atudwa. Mama sha se free first also 2 minutes or final words.
Mechia Ofori-Atta MP. Now, so Mechia Tescon KNUST members, any Tescon KNUST president, Kesbin. Now, Meko, your first topic now, you shall see, no. OSP versus Ken Ofori-Atta. Mestre OSP said, Obe release court letter. Now, what I wanted now, what place on Ken Ofori-Atta no. If you say Ken Ofori-Atta a public figure, man for baby, so I de abone bla F. Tise o release wanted Emma Ken Ofori-Atta na and also anye day and chay. Anti Mestre NDC say omubeja OSP for that public relation now moyeno. That public we know. Okay.
Okay.
Medas.
Okay, kweku ba ko ba binti ozo final words.
Nipa osi tuna obo obra ye wundi boni bia wonnam obi ankeka ho nsambone why na ekodnye ba bia ka se alancha matin yanchi ntumi omra investigation ongo wias ka bi obi andi nachi waja se what is say ye free abemu haruna idrus obi friend say brabe se obi anye hwe and President Akufo-Addo can say bi also we are appointee wona abemu a enjane enfi o mayimu available say ye investigation come and support na ye investigation no wonwia bibia nwoso we wi sika ye beji sika wakodem kakra wakodem 20 years cry and say hwe we samba ya me anya do no go wu de na say ene wa wasem do you understand and Mr. Ghana Afonso tax na idea about even though a very difficult omunjin tun say drivers ni bi I express omo opinion say en how and I'm say the tuya nkwade a enha and aban na yehwe ne say be tuya no aban so mfan ye de or see or this kind of eba beye. I trust my government say they are going to use the money for the intended purpose. Me fa akonya we so ada etie for mutie na so asi.
Okay, Ebusia for Kweku Bakotain KNUST NDC Communication Team Member Saso and Festus Amwate Tescon KNUST Outreach Committee Member and Mini Womu Edi Eshia Ewo Showdown Jumedi so mo joining you from 2 p.m. ebesi 4 p.m. Yebeda munyina asiye papa said ya meshas ya mekayen all roads leads to Mampo yenyina no ye kwa kupie mu ewo Mampo.